Hi, this is Dundee from Booredatwork.com, and here's our BlackBerry Bold 9930 on the Verizon network, our full review. First thing, let's just go over the hardware quickly. This BlackBerry, the new BlackBerry, runs BlackBerry 7 OS. It also has a 2.8-inch touchscreen up here, so you can actually see that in motion. It does have a front LED indicator right there. Full QWERTY keyboard, typical BlackBerry keyboard. This is a little different, well spaced out. Do like the keyboard, the way it feels. I'm getting used to it. Not a big BlackBerry user, so it's different for me. These are actually not really touch sensitive buttons, but you could say touch pressure buttons. So you do have to click down to actually use the buttons for your answer, call in, power, as well as the BlackBerry button and back. You do have your optical trackpad. On your left hand side, your 3.5mm jack, mini USB. You do have your volume toggles as well as sort of a pause mute button when used for music. Your camera button. It's got a 5 megapixel camera which records at 720p, and you can check out our video of 720p recording with the BlackBerry Bold. So let's go ahead and jump in. So what's new, what's different? Let's get in there a little closer so you guys can take a better look at this. So this is BlackBerry Bold 9930 running on BlackBerry OS 7, and what's what's fresh and different about it is the fact that you notice this thing runs very smoothly. I've had little downtime or slowness with it. Everything runs very smooth, very fast, very crisp, which is nice. It's just something that at least BlackBerry has finally sort of caught up with the rest of the market. It's similar to BlackBerry OS 6. So if you used OS 6, you understand this well, except that of course there was no touchscreen with the OS 6 for the Bold. Now you can actually just jump in and jump out into your applications. So for instance, I went into pictures there. Of course you can go into your volume mode right there and change your sound settings. You can do a search, which is powered by Bing. This is powered by Bing search. Also, you can actually go to your settings directly from here and change any of your different settings for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and things like that. So let's get out of there for a second. The things to note here, there also when you actually get the device, comes with Facebook's already pre-installed, as well as Twitter, and the Twitter and Facebook apps have actually been well optimized for the BlackBerry Bold, especially with touch functionality. So I can go in here. I was trying to sign into my Facebook actually. Let's go into Twitter. As you can see, my notification icon on top shows I have a new mention on Twitter. I can jump in. You can see my Twitter account here, all my mentions. I can actually see, for instance, Rathakan mentioned stuff about CES. I can go into that. I can reply, forward it, retweet, whatever it is I want to do, and I can go into all these options here on the screen. And it's very sensitive, very cool. The cool thing about this screen, it's very vibrant. It's clear. You can see the picture I have there as my background. It works very, very well, and also does a very good job. So let's take a look at another thing to notice: the camera. The camera itself, like I said, takes pictures at 720p. You can of course adjust your flash. You can adjust your settings. You see face detection there, portrait mode, auto, sports, whichever mode you actually want for taking stills. I can just show you some sample stills right here, and you can see picture quality is very, very sharp and clear, and you can see that on the screen, which is very nice. It's a very good addition for the BlackBerry Bold. So let's get out of that, but we'll definitely check out the 720p recording off the Bold camera, which is a very nice thing to note. Another new addition, of course, is BBM6. BBM6 is upgraded to Blackberry Messenger, which is very widely popular and works very well for a lot of people. I wasn't really a big BBM user, but you can see here the touch controls allow you to jump in and out into different individuals. You can go to your contacts, your recents. You can actually jump in here and organize your groups and invite people. But it's easy to actually control everything with your touch control. So that's something nice to know. There's not much difference in the feel and look of BBM6, but since it's very familiar, it's something that they just improved upon and added a lot more to. We don't have BBM music yet because it's still in beta, but once we do, we'll try and give you a video about how that works. A couple other things here on BlackBerry, on the BlackBerry Bold 993 is the social hub. The cool thing about the social hub is, unlike what you have with HTC Sense hubs and all those kind of different devices where you have to sign into their social hub and then sign into your Facebook, once you sign into your Facebook and Twitter apps on your BlackBerry and you go to your social hub, it automatically populates in here, you're signed in. So I haven't signed into my Facebook, so you see nothing from my Facebook here. Once I decide to sign into my Facebook, that actually populates into this. The speakers for the phone are very nice, very good audio quality, especially just listening to music. I have one song here, I can play that for you so you guys just get a feel. So you can hear that. It's very clear, very crisp, something that it works out well. The only downside is there are no play controls on the main menu when you're playing music off your player or any player app like Pandora or Slacker Radio. But it's still very nice. Again, Bing search is here. And you can see I'm just looking for some searches. You can actually go through that. Bing search well optimized, and also it actually shows up when you type in through the search options here on the BlackBerry Bold. The browser much more fluid, much faster. Actually plays Flash. So that's a video. Actually, doesn't play Flash. I apologize for that. That's a video off the website. We're trying to play off Flash. Couldn't. You can see also there's a notification on the top, meaning I just received a BBM from someone. So that's the only thing about the browser I would say I point out that doesn't work out too well. It renders very well. It renders pretty fast, but of course Flash support isn't there for the browser right now. So we'll see how that turns out. So let's round up this review and see what we think about the BlackBerry Bold. Alright, so what do I think of the BlackBerry Bold 9930, which is the latest BlackBerry? Is it BlackBerry OS 6 with touch? Some people will call it that. I say it's a more polished version of the BlackBerry operating system. What I really think it is QNX Lite. And I think that it's now been designed and optimized to the point where BlackBerry users will feel more familiar with the QNX BlackBerry, which will come out beginning of the year. Next year, or as rumors are pointing out to be towards the end of this year. Most of the functionality you look at the screen is pretty much like a QNX BlackBerry Playbook, other than the fact that you don't have your apps, which you can scroll through the very front of the device. It's got a great keyboard. If you're a big BlackBerry fan, you love the keyboard here. It's got a very good camera, so the camera is good. Audio quality is also very good off the device. There's BBM 6, which of course people love BBM. Around there, which they call the best messaging system out there. The browser is much improved. It's more polished for BlackBerry. Thing I'll point out that's quite annoying still is that whenever you install an application, you have to reboot the system, which is something BlackBerry for some reason hasn't worked out. And we all know how long it takes a BlackBerry to reboot and power back on, so that's something that can be annoying when you try to install lots of apps and things like that. But overall, it's light, it's portable. This is a world device, so I mean, for my international viewers and people in Europe, Asia, Africa, Nigeria who use Blackberries, I mean, this is perfect for you. This is great. This is taking what you used to with your BlackBerry with the keyboard, added a touchscreen, and it's not gimmicky, it's not stupid, it's not something where it feels like out of place. You can actually easily use the touchscreen and apply most of your BlackBerry functionality to this. So I mean, if you're a BlackBerry user, this is a good step up. If you're looking for something that brings some of that touchscreen experience from what you see in Android, iOS, Windows Phone 7, you find that here. Now, I'm not trying to compare anything, but I think BlackBerry has done a good job in trying to bring this forward. And again, this runs Bing search, so if you're looking for Google search, you probably have to download the app for that. But overall, it's a solid BlackBerry, and I say definitely check it out if you're a BlackBerry user or you like the BlackBerry application. So if you guys have any questions, any comments about this review, don't forget to just leave a comment on the YouTube page or also on our Facebook page, Twitter, and also on the website with this review, as well as pictures will be there of the BlackBerry and also photos taken with the camera. So this is Dundee from Booredatwork. I'm saying don't forget to subscribe to all our pages, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, all Booredatwork with 2 O's. So this is Dundee from Booredatwork saying thank you, and always enjoy entertainment.